Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be cleaning and decorating my living room for Valentine's Day / winter. Here we go. Hello you all, I hope you're doing well. Today's video will be part of the Hop Around the House, which is a collaboration that I host every quarter or so. There's several YouTubers that are going to be participating. So once you watch my video, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box to the next video, and that will take you to the next person who will also be cleaning and decorating in their house, etc., until you loop back around to my channel and you'll know that you've completed the hop circuit, we like to call it. So first, I'm going to start today. I do want to warn you, I'm probably going to be wearing different outfits in this video because this is going to take place over a few nights when I have time to film. But the first thing I'm going to do is transform my tree here into my Valentine tree, which I did last year. I'm not going to show the whole process, but it'll just give you a few ideas because I love to keep a tree up because I live in Minnesota. It's very cold and dark. And so this is a nice light to have in the house. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe this will give you a few ideas, and then we'll move on to other parts of the room. So let's get started. Okay, so you can see behind me, I've already taken off most of the really Christmassy ornaments, and I've left on some lovebirds, some of my vintage balls that are, you know, kind of in Valentine colors. This one has hearts on it. So the next thing I want to add, I last year used paper doilies from the Dollar Tree, some other Christmas balls that are just like in this funny reddish pink color, and then I think I have some translucent hearts somewhere in my bin of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that, create some magic here so that you can see what the Valentine tree looks like. Okay, so all I do for the little doily hearts is I put little Christmas hooks onto the hearts. That's it, and kind of give it a squeeze to close it, and then I hook them on the tree. And I have different colors. Again, I got these at Dollar Tree, but I got them last year, but they have them again. I saw them. So it's definitely something you can still get. Got the doilies on. Now I have these cutie little garlands. I got them from the Dollar Tree. They're a little funny and not very long. I had to like space them out because they like are wrapped on this card in like groups of 4, but not evenly spaced. I don't know, it's a little strange. So anyway, I kind of had to mess with them a little bit. They're not perfect, but you know, it's the homespun look. But I'm gonna see if I can just kind of drape them in the front of the tree because I'm definitely not gonna be able to wrap them all the way around. But if I do some diagonal draping, which is what I do with like my Christmas beads, then you can kind of make it go a longer way and maybe it'll look okay. So that's the plan. Okay, I need a second one. I'm just gonna tie 2 of these together and then you won't even notice. Okay, I decided I'm not adding any more Christmas balls. I was gonna add some vintage Shiny Brights, but I decided I like it just as it is, nice and simple. I did add my tree topper that I bought at the Dollar Tree. I think it looks so cute, and I will get another garland or 2 when I get to the Dollar Tree. Sorry, I'm trying to back up for you so you can see it in all its glory. Don't mind my Santa, he'll be coming down by the end of this video. So that's the first bit of decor in my Decorate With Me. Let's move to the next thing. Okay, it's a few days later. I'm going to continue with my decorating project. I actually did have a chance to go to the Dollar Tree. Had to go to 3 different Dollar Trees to find the garland because not a lot of places still had it. But I did find another length, actually got 3 more lengths, and I'm going to use them in 2 other places in the room to kind of tie all of what I'm doing together. I need to clean up a little under the tree, and then I don't have a tree skirt because, you know, I don't have a Valentine's Day tree skirt, but I do have a throw blanket. These will work just as well. This will be great. It's pink. And we weren't using it as a throw blanket, so I was like, that's the perfect solution because I just want something to cover the stand. So let's go ahead and clean up a little from all the, you know, chaos of Christmas, and then I'll put the tree skirt under the tree. Got my handy dandy Black & Decker, which I got 2 or 3 years ago now, showed you on this channel, and it's still going. I love the thing. We had to repair it. I broke the charger, or maybe it was me, someone else, I don't really remember, but it's been repaired and it's still going. So anyway, that's what I'm going to use to start with. I love the flocked tree, but they are quite messy. So that's definitely something to keep in mind if you ever decide to go in that direction. I mean, they're just really messy. Okay, so I'm going to take this blanket and I'm going to fold it in half lengthwise so that we have a lot of distance to wrap around the tree. And I'm just gonna kind of wrap it. Not a perfect thing, but it'll look nice. And it'll cover what we need it to cover. Okay, so there is the tree skirt. Here's the tree. There's my extra length of garland. There you go. My shelves are not done yet, right there. I just have stuck some things on that I think I want to use, but those are not done yet. All right, moving on to the next thing. Okay, the next section of the room I want to address is this little cubby cabinet. This is, if you saw my thrifting video on my thrifting channel the other day, this is where I'm using the pieces that I recently thrifted. First, I need to clean it. I'm taking an inspiration from an account on Instagram. I'm posting the inspiration piece from the account on Instagram. The account is called Barn Again. The person's name is Val, and she gave me permission, I did write to her, to use her photo. So I have had this saved to my Instagram account under Cubby Decor for about 2 years. I think she posted it in January of 2021. I just love it. I love her use of jadeite with the floral teacups. Now, I didn't have teacups. I have a few teacups. I'm using them for something else. And I didn't have a lot of floral things. So I went to the thrift store. I found 3 of these pieces for 59 cents. And then one of them at a different thrift store was $2.49. So not spending a lot on my little display, but I love her display. And so I'm able to replicate it for cheap. So that's really good. She did tell me that the little garland piece that she used is from Hobby Lobby and they still sell it. Now I'm going to use some of my garland from Dollar Tree because I already have it. I paid $1 for it, so I might as well use it. But if you wanted to do something like this, you could still get that garland at Hobby Lobby. I like her garland because it has hearts in it. But again, you know, I'm trying to cut my costs here. And then I do have 2 white houses that I'll put on top. I haven't decided yet about the tree. I'm not sure if I want to pull a tree out of my stuff or if I want to just skip that. We'll see. But let's go ahead and get started on the jadeite and pretty, you know, old floral dish pairing situation. I only have 2 jadeite saucers. These actually were given to me by Jamie from Border Bananas, and they're the only ones I have that will actually fit in here. I do have a stack of other saucers and they're too big. I tested it before I started the video. So I'm going to use what I have, and I think I'm going to do like that. And I'm going to need my putty. Hold on a second. It's not real museum putty. It's the poster putty. It works just as well, and it's what I have. All right, got one. So I just take a little bit of it, kind of roll it, make it warm so it's sticky. And then I just put it on the bottom like that. See it? This is gorgeous. I love this piece. It's so pretty. It's not marked. Oh, that looks so pretty already. Look at that. Oh, you can't even see it very well. I will move the camera once I have everything set. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Val, for the wonderful inspiration. Okay, I got my little saucer there. I don't know if I want to use a teacup yet or if I want to use maybe a little creamer. Yeah, I like that better. And then maybe we'll put that one there. And put this here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Well, I could do something like, I could put that there with this little jadeite creamer if I wanted to. Let me see what else I have. Okay. Let's get this one in. Maybe a creamer. I don't know another creamer. Let's just use the teacup. Or should I use kind of tiny, kind of like this. And then, that's kind of cute. Yeah, That's cute. All right, so we can do this and not have a plate in that one. And then I could use this behind there. That'll be cute. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love pretty dishes. If you're new here, that's something you should know about me. I love dishes. Okay, I just realized I left out the cutest little creamer, but I can't make it fit. And I don't want to like overstuff. I don't want to overstuff my display, but it is so cute. So maybe I'll find another place that it can go, maybe up here or something. We'll figure that out. But I did get my garland. So I have my little garland here. And she had hers. Now mine is not as nice. Hers was like made out of wool. But she kind of had it just draped. Okay, adorable. I like it. And then up top, I have my two little houses. I think one of these was Dollar Tree and one was maybe Target. But that's what I have. And then I thought maybe like a pretty picture or something there to tie in the dishes would be cute. I have transferware. I do have my picture here. Might work. These are my candle snuffers. I just put those up here for now. Okay, that kind of works. And then my little cutie creamer. Let me see how much room. Yeah, I have plenty of room. Didn't want to push it too far back. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Cute. Okay, now I have to decide about the tree. I'm just not sure about the tree because I don't want to block this. So I think I might leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Oh, that'll look pretty. That's so I actually have my parents' one. This is not my parents', this is one I found at the thrift store. But they're just these vintage cake toppers. I think they're really pretty. Oh, that pink is a little, that might be a little too much. That might be too much right here, but I do like that. Okay, so here's what I've done. I really love it. I love the use of the jade. Jadeite's one of my favorite things. And I love working it in with the pretty florals to be able to use it for Valentine's Day. I think that was so clever, Val. Thank you so much for the inspiration. And I love the little garland. Brings a little of that vintage kitsch kind of feeling to the display. I always say I like my displays to not feel too serious. So I really like that. And I love this. So I think what I might do is work out a display on that second shelf down there with my parents' cake topper. And then I'll show you that. Okay, so I put the pink doily. That was too much up top. I put it down here. I'm gonna fix it a little. I like to fold them in half and then kind of hang them off my scale. There you go. Okay, so I feel like I need a bowl or something on top of that, which I'll look for. But this is a card that my parents gave to me when I was a little girl, to a sweet daughter. And then that I just thought was pretty. That's vintage Valentine greeting. And then that's my parents' cake topper, and that's my mom's favor from her shower. I did dust the shelf, but I think some stuff came off that little wishing well. Shower for Betty. So, all right, I'm gonna see if I have a bowl or something to stick on that scale. Okay, I just stuck a little heart dish just so that there's something on top of the scale. Very, very cute. Update, this is what I added. Little tatted doily and that Valentine. I think that looks great. Ties in a little of the red. I love it. Covers some of the brown. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the end table that's right next to us. And then I think I'm actually going to make a second video, which will cover a wreath that I wanna updo, the mirror behind the couch, the coffee table, and the rest of the room. Because I'm thinking this video is gonna get too long for a hop. All right, so let's go on to the end table. So here's my little end table. I'm just gonna dust it. And then there's one quick thing I'm going to do on it. These little copper pieces here. Oops. Okay. And this I made years ago, and it just has different words on it. Fun, peace, joy, and love. And so for Valentine's Day, I like to turn it to say love. This is a real plant. Did I say that already? And then I've got my 2 flower frogs that are shaped like flowers, which I love. And then I thought I would just put these here as a little nod to the holiday. They're just these Dollar Tree hearts that I pinned together with like with old pins, and attached a rose from the Dollar Tree too. So just to give a little pink and red here. And then I have down here this little toolbox. Oops, this fell off my couch. This little toolbox I had filled with balls and greenery for Christmas. So I'm gonna take out the red Christmas balls and replace them with these red hearts that went on my tree last year, but I didn't feel like putting them on the tree this year. So I will do that next. Just gonna take out the Christmas balls, put them in the bag, and put the hearts in there. I will dust it out first. Okay, very cute. I'll show it to you in a moment. And then I was thinking, do I want to put like, well, my dog will eat a Valentine if I put one down there. But what about like this cutie thing? Cute. I like it. I'll take the camera down so you can see better. Okay, so there's my little toolbox, updated for Valentine's Day. And then my little side table. Okay, so here's what we did in this video, this little corner of the room. And I'll post a part 2 to this in the next few days, where we kind of cover the behind the couch wall and the coffee table, all that good stuff. Don't forget to click the link to the next video in my description box. Thanks so much for watching today and for watching the other people in the hop, and I'll see you next time. Bye.